This is a new Jackson Coosa kayak I've just got down in Australia. I've just set it up with a few ideas. This is with the seat in the upward position, but it works okay with it in the down position as well. I've used the existing rod holders in the back of the kayak to mount a frame for an electric outboard. The cross rail is a piece of 40mm times 60mm 3mm rectangular tubing. This is the Mark 1. I just got a couple of pieces of 38mm 1.5" exhaust pipe tubing and use them to drop into the holes in the kayak. The tubes are capped with some furniture type plastic capping plugs, PVC, etc. To mount the fitting in the kayak, you simply drop it into the holes in the boat. I had a motor off a small boat from before, and it's a 22-pound Mariner, very strong, probably 1980s era motor, very substantial, made in Mexico, 12 volt. I cut the top of the shaft down so it's only 22 inches long and just put it back into the head of the motor, cut some of the wires etc. so they weren't too long, and reconfigured it as it was before. It's a stainless steel shaft and very strong. It just uses the standard engine mounts that came with the Mariner motor, and you just clip it on in the right position, and I've allowed so it's in the correct hangout on the side. I've set the motor stop so when in the water you just drop it down and it swivels as per a normal motor to steer. I've just made a couple of keepers that keep it from moving sideways in the boat at the back. The motor I've got on trialling is a gel battery. It's not liquid, it's sealed up. A fiberglass matte battery, 75 amps. Mark 1 just has it sitting on a bit of foam blanket underneath, up against the keepers on the side. I'm just using the existing Coosa bungees to hold it on in the Mark 1 model. I'm just using some wraparound bungees to keep the motor trapped onto the frame. I just plug them into the holes in the cross rail that I've drilled in them just to lighten up the weight of the cross rail. I had concerns that the weight would be too much, but I took it down on some running water and the little boat kayak runs fine. Not a problem at all. Goes great. Easily removable, easy to adjust. It can lift it up. You can paddle it with the system on it, and it works very well. Steers quite reasonably. So far the only other thing I've added has been a drag chain. I've just wrapped that in heavy duty insulation plastic duct tape for a temporary repair. I'll put a bike tube on that later, and at the moment I'm just pulling that up with a rope. I'm not using any recoil system, e.g. a dog lead as per other videos. I added a lifting rig that you can just pull against as you sit up in the seat. That's just a handle off a kiddie swing that I found at the local junkyard, and it makes it a lot easier to get up and get down out of the kayak, just to get up to the seat.